Okay, this is the first installment of my stator on my 2018 BMW S1000XR. Very disappointed to have purchased this bike. I think I got it around 20,000 kilometers. I'm now at 40,808 kilometers, and the stator, as you can clearly see, is completely fucking pooched. I apologize for my language. I'm just bitter about this because I'm not sure in your country or wherever it is that you're seeing this video, you've looked at the prices of a OEM BMW stator. But here in Canada, Vancouver, Canada, this fucking replacement is $1,400 for a stator. And this is, if you know anything about how the electrical system works on motorcycles for Japanese bikes, a stator, like a really expensive one, like really expensive, would be $400 or $500, not $1,400. And if you're really lucky, quite commonly, you could find a stator on average anywhere between $80 to like 150, maybe $200. That's the average. There isn't anything particularly special about this stator. It looks like any other stator that maybe you have seen or pulled from other bikes. The one thing that I'm going to comment on, as per this video, I'm sure you're looking at that and thinking, hey, what's he got there? Is that like any other stator, the copper windings, there's 3 of them in here. And you could see that maybe all but one is left and yet to go. I pulled this stator because the headlight on the XR was flickering. And that is an indication the bike's not charging or doing things properly. When I did a load test or a voltage output test at the battery, it was making great voltage, but it also cooked my regulator rectifier. So replacing that, the light was still pulsing. I knew it was a stator. And here I am going down this rabbit hole. So here we are, and as you can see, the windings have like this, it's wire wrapped around each post, and then there's this like insulating goo to separate not only the windings from each other, but also from the wire itself from itself. It's one long continuous wire separated into 3 and then wound around this fancy donut. Okay, so there's, I'm assuming, an OEM stator. There's no real way to know that it is, but I'm assuming that it is. Okay, so this is the one I bought from China. Clean and nice, as you can see. The obvious tell that this may not work is that this stator doesn't have all that goo, right? So when you look at the way the windings are wound, they look pretty respectful, but they don't have that insulating goo. And if they do, they're using a very, very thin and very small amount of it to insulate the stator winding on this one from the stator winding on that one. So that's one of the main reasons why this stator that I purchased from China for $50 is probably not going to work. But at $1,400, I'm more than willing to try to see if this is going to work. Right off the bat, I'm noticing not only the lack of insulation on the stator, but that the rubber plug for the winding as it passes through the cover is a considerable distance longer than the OEM one. I cut the wire because I was mad, but anyway, you can see how short this one is compared to how long that one is, right? So I'm gonna have to trim back and get this rubber bug to come back to where this one is. And yeah, this is the first installment. Wish me luck. Oops. It appears I'm probably running out of time to get this done for today. I have to edit the wire. So I've got the stator installed. I was going to just plug it in direct to the reg rec and just do a quick test to see if I'm successful or not. And regrettably, I'm not. This tang that would normally clip onto the reg rec is in the wrong position. This little tang here needs to be on this side, not that side. And because it's wrong, I actually have to cut the wires from this guy and attach it to the proper plug, which is deep inside there. Yeah, so looking forward to that. Here we go. Okay, got the XR up and running. I still have that wavering RPM. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this on video, but the headlight is pretty steady. This actually might be the better indication right here. Yeah, see how it flickers? Yeah, I don't think you can see that on the video. Okay, now the obvious test is the multimeter. So we're going to go on to the battery here, negative. Oops, I got it backwards. Oh, okay, we got some good numbers here. This is really encouraging. Wow, that's really good. Okay, hold on, let me just stake the meter. There's one, oops. There's positive. There's negative. Sorry about the reflection. 13, 14, that's great. No issues here. Let's put the bike up to check for leaks. See my gross wires here. Like I said, I just want to run it. I just want to see what it's going to do. So far, no signs of any leaks. There's lots of moisture in the oil because I had to drop it to remove the stator cover. But we're looking good here on the leaks and seals and stuff. These wires are neutral to the touch. Okay, I'm gonna run it. We got good numbers on the multimeter. I have to admit, it was slow to make that voltage. Up here on the headlight. Oh yeah, that's no good. Okay, I don't like that. Let me think about this. My answer. Here it is. Watch the light. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's flickering. Stable. Here, hold on. Let me turn the lights on. Okay, here we go. Watch the lighting. Yeah, and I still have this. It still wavers. Look at that. Okay, here's the readout on the computer. Cooling fan is going right now. You see battery voltage, follow that along. 13.9, 14, that's good. The fault light is flashing. If we go onto it, you can see that, whoops, headlights dipped. Whoa. You can see that there's a dipped headlight, side tail lights, missing CAN message, and battery charging voltage. These are all stored, but I've cleared them, so we're in the good. So we'll turn the bike off. Turn the bike off. And when we go back to the parameters, it'll show us that the fault is still flashing. So we're going to go to activations. We're going to clear this. We're going to start that. Sorry if I move a little bit too quickly and the reflection on the overhead lights is on the screen here. My apologies. We're just going to wait. It's going to tell me to turn the key back on. Wait. Oh. Okay, that was weird. Communication interrupted. Turn that on. Okay, I'm going to pause the video because this is boring. Okay, so I had to reset the computer. There's a little confusion there. Anyway, now there are 0 faults found. So go back to activations. There is nothing here that is indication. No faults found whatsoever, so we're clear. So now I'm going to put this aside, even though it's still connected. Put that aside. Going to run the bike. Check the headlight again. And we know the voltage is good. Now, I will say this quite honestly. I made a mistake with the headlight bulb. The clips that hold onto the bulb, one of them had backed off and it was just barely touching. And that was very misleading. What I don't like about this is when I run the bike, this. See how unsteady it is? If anybody knows how to correct that, or what that might be, I'd really appreciate the feedback. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the back half of my garage. This is a follow-up video on the stator replacement for my 2018 BMW S1000XR. And I guess I don't have to say all that busy stuff because when I edited this video all together, all of this will make sense. So I went ahead and got that stator from eBay from China. Was very, very skeptical about how it would work out. I took it out of the box. It just didn't give me any real assurance that it was going to work, let alone last. I have since installed it in the bike and have gone on a short trip, not too far, just 300 kilometers, and 0 issues. No leaks from the cover, as you can see, I've zoomed in here. That went smoothly. And more importantly, the charging system works the way it's supposed to. I really did think that I was in for it. I thought that a product this inexpensive from China would not be of any use or any good. I thought it was going to pop immediately. Now, the jury is still not out, but I can say from this point that this was a good purchase. Very skeptical, but it worked out very, very, very well. I rode with my wireless quad lock, had my heated grips going. I've got a wire for my heated vest just here. I had all the heat, all the accessories going. I had 0 issues. Bike started immediately. Charging system worked beautifully. Lights, camera, action, everything was great. So I'm going to put 5 stars in the review. Even though I had to pay $48 in duty fees to get the bloody thing, doubling the price of it, it was still a lot less than the $1,400. And I forgot to mention that $1,400 is USD, US dollars. So like $25,000 Canadian is what it costs, converted from 14. I'm kidding. It's not nearly that much, but it's a lot more. Canadian dollar is weaker than the American, as of course. Anyway, there it is. That's my review. I think that if any of you choose to purchase a stator from eBay from China, I think you're going to be okay. I still expect the other shoe to drop somehow. I don't know where. I don't know when. I kind of think that it's probably going to drop in, like under 1,000 kilometers. But as it stands right now, out of the box, my XR is good to go, and I'm very, very happy.